All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the State of ZP Nation. We are so excited and so happy for you all to be here. Um, we got a bunch of people registered, so we're just going to give everybody a few more minutes just to get on. I know people are finishing up coaching classes, depending on what part of the world you're joining us from, and it's obviously the top of the hour. So looks like we got some more people trickling in. We'll do some introductions here in just a moment. But in the meantime, while you guys are sitting around and waiting, let us know where you're from, what type of gym you are, and what the name of your gym is. And we'd like to welcome you. Hi, Virginia. Where are you from? What gym are you with? What type of gym are you? Hey, Katie. Welcome from Training for Warriors in Longmont, Colorado. Awesome. Oh, here we go. Now the chat's going. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be hard. Yeah. All right. Welcome everyone.
Richard, real quick, just want to let you know you do not need to be logged into Zen Planner.
Yep. Awesome. I'm gonna read through these while we're going. Keep dropping in the chat where you're from, what's your gym name, what type of gym you are. So welcome. Is it Suli Welch from Atlanta, Georgia, Martial Art and Martial Fitness Studio. Welcome. Hey, Jeff. Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Awesome. Welcome. So that's always a fun one to say. I always screw these up too. You guys know that. Welcome, Chelsea from Ottawa, Ontario. Divine Health and Fitness. Welcome. Hi, Kara. Raleigh, North Carolina. Outliers Muay Thai. Welcome. Natalie, another jiu-jitsu gym. Rivalry. Welcome. Fresno. Awesome. Richard from the Pit Malibu. Is that Malibu, California, Richard? Because I'm a little jealous. It's a little cold where I'm at. So, okay, you're TFW Longmont Functional Fitness Gym. Welcome. Oh my gosh, there's so many in here. Awesome. And looks like the numbers are keeping going. So we're going to keep welcoming people, and we'll get started here in just another minute or two. Hi, Nicole from, is that a Tori LLC Jiu-Jitsu in LA? Welcome. Hey, John from Aurora, Denver Shallow. Oh my gosh, I always mess this one up. Shallow and Kung Fu. Richard said Malibu. Yes. Yeah. Hey, Virginia. Welcome. Fitness Impact in Santa Barbara. Happy to have you here. Great Oaks CrossFit. Welcome, Carmen. Hi, Autumn from in Texas and run a CrossFit gym. Autumn, let us know what CrossFit gym you're with. Hey, Mark. North Shore Muay Thai. Welcome from Massachusetts. Hi, Dan. Keene, New Hampshire, Training for Warriors. Welcome. We know where you're from, Kelly. Hey, Greg, CrossFit Living the Dream from Ontario. Living the Dream. That's a great name for a gym. I love that. That's great. Hi, Janet. Kansas City, train Kempo and Tai Chi. Welcome. I'm actually in Missouri as well. I'm just a couple hours down the road in Columbia, so welcome. Hey, Javier from CrossFit OTL in Dallas, Fort Worth. Glenn Ann from Team Chip Martial Arts. Welcome. Kevin from CrossFit Tempest in South Dakota. Jason from Basketball Training Systems, 7 locations. Wow, awesome. I'm a big basketball fan. I see a lot of these guys on those TikToks, Facebook Reels, all that kind of stuff that show how to be a better basketball player, and that's really cool. Welcome.
Mike keeps watching those videos, but he's just not really putting it together yet. So
yeah, I've been doing it for a long time, but at my age, you're not getting too much better.
Listen, you are 300% better at basketball than I am, so you're good.
All right, welcome Suzanne from Portland, Aikido, Kathy from, here's another hard one. I always pronounce these wrong. La Cognata Training for Warriors in Brooklyn. Welcome. All right, y'all, we are going to go ahead and get started. Thank you all for joining us. We're so happy to have you. I got Ben and Kelly. They're going to do some introductions, and then we're going to get jumping right into the presentation. So let me go ahead and get that shared on the screen. All right. As I mentioned before, this is the State of ZP Nation. We're so excited to share with you some of the new features and functionalities and all the great things that we've put out this year to help you run a stronger fitness business. So with that, I'll let Ben give everybody a quick introduction to you, and then Kelly, and then I'll close that up.
Yeah. What's going on, everybody? My name is Ben. I am the director of our sales team over at Zen Planner and SugarWOD. I have been in fitness for, as I tell people, I've been picking heavy stuff up, putting heavy stuff down for over 25 years. I've owned my own fitness business. I had owned my own CrossFit business in San Diego. I have been in the martial arts space for almost 3 years now, with experience prior to even owning my other business. In that, really got a passion for problem solving and, hey, how can we do things better and stuff like that. So really excited to talk about all the things we're doing. I know, as somebody who's been in these shoes, as the rest of my team members here with me, Mike and Kelly, things that matter, right? What can I do to save 10 minutes every day? What can I do to make this better? How can I convert more members into leads? How can I keep my members longer, right? All those little things. People like, I'm doing everything, right? 14 hats, I'm mopping the floors and posting on Instagram. So anything we can do to make your guys' lives easier, that's what we're here to do. So I'm super excited to get into this, and I'm going to pass it over to Kelly, and really excited to have Kelly not just on the team, but to be here with us. So
yeah, you guys hear me? Everybody hears me? We're good. Okay, I'm Kelly. I am a senior customer marketing manager with Zen Planner and SugarWOD. I also own my own CrossFit gym currently and have for 15 years, as well as yoga studios, all across the wellness world. So my job here with you guys today is to go over, like Ben said, how we are going to streamline your process, how we're going to take your management system and your marketing, and we're going to blend them together, not only to save you time, but also to build your community. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today, and I'm really excited to connect with you guys.
Awesome. Thanks, y'all. And my name is Mike Wiest. I work in marketing here at Zen Planner and SugarWOD. And I'm also a 10-year CrossFit affiliate. I just sold my gym last year. And yeah, we're just super pumped. We have so many amazing things to share on the webinar today. So we're just going to jump right in and get started. So Ben, go ahead and let's just talk about what's come out so far this year.
Yeah, if you guys, I know that sometimes it's hard to keep track with all the improvements and stuff that are going on. And this is just a real quick kind of snapshot, and I want to call out a couple things in here. Obviously, we've made some, if you've been with Zen Planner for a while, things look a little different. The calendar widget, lead capture widget, those things have changed. Member app, a lot of changes going on in member app, right? Some of the things that have recently come out, being able to cancel classes and notifications. All of our facilities that are in that, above that northwestern or that northern line, like, you get a snow day, you know what I'm talking about. You're like, yeah, man, there's 1.5 feet of snow outside. Like, we ain't going to class today, right? But a lot of things. So those are really cool things that we've had in just Zen Planner. But outside of the core member management system, we've also launched our new Facebook community, which is called Helping Gyms Thrive. We'll actually drop a link into that. If you're not in that community, Facebook community, it's a great place for you guys to ask questions, for us to work together. And I don't just mean those of us here at Zen Planner, but I'm talking about this community of facilities that we have, everything from our, martial arts to CrossFit to personal training to yoga. We're all trying to do the same kind of things, right? We do it a little differently, but we're all here to help people. So great opportunity for us to share and connect and to help each other out. We also have a new team that's our client executive team, and you guys will start to hear from these people on a more regular basis. They're literally a team that we work with. They just reach out to our gym owners like, hey, how's everything going? Is there anything I can help with, right? Along with, we've got a lot of new integrations with 24-hour access. We've redone and improved that SugarWOD Zen Planner scheduling and just the way those systems communicate, and Optum. And by far, if you're ever looking for a way to make some money, Optum is a phenomenal facility or phenomenal team member of ours, where they can actually have insurance agencies pay for your members' dues. It's a phenomenal way to lessen the financial burden for some of your members. It's also a great way to bring in new people with their community that they allow to come in, right? Put you on the map for their programs. And it is great for your members to know that, hey, you know, my companies care about me and what we're doing and stuff like that. It can make them a little bit more of a stickier member. So a lot of really cool things. And the best part is we've only gone through, 9 months of 2023. And man, we got even more coming. Like, you think this is a lot? Just wait. This is going to be great.
And just to let everybody know, this presentation is pretty interactive. So please post comments in the chat. Tell us how you're feeling. Give us some reactions. You're going to see some things drop, like poll questions and some resources and some links. I just dropped the Facebook community link in. So if you see that pop up on your screen, check that out if you haven't joined that group. Thank you, Ben. We're going to move into what is the new Zen Planner? So we've had hundreds and hundreds of conversations with our community, our Zen Planner SugarWide community. And one of the big pieces of feedback that we've continually got is, how do I scale my business? How do I grow my business? How do I make everything that I do easier so I can have more time for my family? How I can grow more revenue? How can I be more profitable? So that's all about. That's what today's session is all about. So a lot of this feedback we've been getting, they say, hey, I use this one system for my website. I use this other system for my marketing. I use this third tool for texting. I have an appointment tool for handling first visits or sales appointments, my goal setting. A lot of systems, a lot of different fragmented pieces of software they're using, and they wanted an easier way. So, hey, Ben, will you hit mute? I think we'll get some feedback from you. And, it's hard to keep so many systems fragmented, right? You're a busy gym owner. We've all been there where we woke up at 4:30 in the morning to go coach a 5:30 class. You're busy all day cleaning, coaching, doing staff development, got to do payroll, got to pay the bills, doing new visit, first visit appointments, things like that. And with all these different systems, you may be the only person that knows how they all work together. And if one of those systems breaks, you're the person that has to go solve it. Well, with the new Zen Planner, we are enhancing the core Zen Planner Studio with some new marketing and sales engagement tools and features to make running your business so much easier and helping you scale past 50 members or 75 members, 100, 150, 200, 500. And that's the only way you're really going to get to, your desired revenue, the profitability, and then to buy yourself back a lot of time in your day-to-day. I'm going to drop a quick poll question because I forgot to ask this earlier. Just let us know how long you've been in business. That helps us, in terms of the content for today. Just click on one of those buttons. Let's see. Wow, look at all those 7+ years.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, right now we're at 65% of the respondents are 7+ years. Holy moly, that's amazing. All right. So Kelly's going to take us through what does that mean for you? And then when she's done, we're going to go jump through a quick demo to see these new features.
All right, you guys. So like Mike said, we all kind of understand all of the hats that we're wearing as we own, whether it's a CrossFit gym or a yoga studio, martial arts. It's really all the same. So when I opened my first facility 15 years ago, everything was pencil and paper. Stuff like this didn't exist. And man, that would have made growth so much easier, so much more scalable. So the integration of our features and that centralized management is the first part of our one-stop shop. All of your data is going to come into your Zen Planner features, and it's going to be really simple for you guys to use, not only as your point of sale or your management of your members, but also your marketing and your marketing automation. So So it's going to be very user friendly. You're going to be able to utilize it on your phone, and then you're going to scale. So as you grow, your software is going to be able to grow with you. The more members you have, the more revenue that you make, the more money you're going to make. And so we want our software to be able to move with you as you grow. Marketing automation and member management. This part is huge. How do we get people into your facility? How do we generate those leads? That's like the never-ending question, right? We have this great product. How do we get our names out there? So you're going to have your website with us. We're going to teach you how to create lead forms that are going to generate really great leads. We're going to help you nurture those leads. We're going to go through onboarding, re-engagement of people that might be falling off. And the software is going to show you all of that information. You're going to see that funnel, and you'll be able to utilize that information to maybe change your message. We're also going to be able to personalize your communication with two-way text and email campaigns, workflows. So customized workflows so that you can communicate your message with your voice. That's really important. So, start to think about what your message is, what the voice of your community is, and then the website and all of those automations will reflect that. Creating advocates, guys, asking for reviews or having a great referral program is key to generating more leads. More than just somebody finding you on the World Wide Web. If you have 100 members in your facility and they each tell 3 people, that's a lot of new leads coming in. So then what do we do with that referral program? How do we offer incentives through an email campaign? How do we create those raving fans? We're going to help you build that through your software. Let's go. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Online engagement, connecting with members through Google My Business, Facebook Messenger. And this goes hand in hand with that second tab there, social media. In this day and age, if we aren't connected with at least 2 social platforms, then we're really losing out. So, picking which one you resonate with. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, those are, the 3 big players. And of course, your free Google My Business. In our content that we're creating for you guys, we run you through how to do that. You may not know. So we're going to run you through how to connect your Google My Business, how to curate that, how to connect it to your software, and create that all-in-one platform so that you can communicate through all of those social media platforms right inside of your software. We're going to give you the ability to plan out your social media campaign inside of your software. So you're not just like, flying by the seat of your pants every day. Oh, shoot, I have to, schedule this post for my classes tomorrow. So we want you to really learn how to curate that social media so that your customers understand what to expect and have an expectation from you, and they'll be able to find that through your software. So really cool part is the content AI that's going to be built in. So we're going to embrace AI, and it's going to help you generate some great social media posts. Maybe if you have a little bit of writer's block or it gets tedious, for sure. Like Ben said, the ease of this software and building your brand, that's what we want. So utilizing AI, training it so that it has your voice in mind, and that's going to help you. Additional outreach, reach out. Like I mentioned, two-way text, two-way email, engaging your audience through all of those lead nurturing communications. We don't want to let these new leads get away. So if they've come to your website, if they've found you and they've given you their information, we're going to make it possible and really easy for you guys to make that contact and then continue to nurture that contact so that they don't fall off after a week of not hearing back from somebody and find another facility. It happens all of the time. So your software is going to be able to capture them and then help you nurture them along the way. Next slide. Optimized website. Going back to these leads and how they're going to find you. The website that will be built for you. easy to navigate, great graphics, great to look at, increased SEO, the ability to build effective lead forms. We're gonna teach you what kind of information to put on your lead form so that you're not going to overwhelm potential customers. The mobile experience for me personally, and I know for a lot of gym owners, is really important. We don't always have our laptop or our iPad. And so the mobile experience is going to be key for you guys to be able to be responsive, not only to new leads coming in, but to current customers. You will be able to do multiple things, which include booking personal training, adding people into classes, taking money from people, charging people. And then you'll also, on the other hand, be able to track those leads, communicate through the SMS and through emails to not just your current customers, but possible customers. So that mobile app is incredibly responsive and really easy to navigate so that you can do it on the go. Like Mike said, we wear a lot of hats. So you might not always be in front of that computer running your business. You could be on the floor coaching. So that mobile option is important. And then lastly here, reporting. Data. So we are going to help you figure out all of the data that's coming in, how to analyze it, how to gain valuable insights from it, so then you can point your marketing automation or your social media or simply your classes and your programming in the right direction. So data can be overwhelming. We're going to simplify that for you in our software and help you get the most out of that.
Awesome. Thanks, Kelly. All right, y'all, we are getting into, let's take a look at these new features. But before I do that, Ben, I have a question for you. 65% of the people who responded to the poll said they were in business for 7 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how many contacts do you think a gym that's been around 7+ years probably has in their database?
Oof, contacts, man. That's how about this? Let's go to, because I think I know where you're going with this. Let's talk about former members for a minute, right? And I'm going to share, because I don't want to point at anybody and assume, right? Never want to assume anything, but I can tell you this. In my facility, we're a fast growing facility. And at the 3 year mark, we'd been open 3 years. We were up to 120 members, and it had grown pretty quickly to that. When I signed up for a platform, and they're like, all right, cool, we'll put your old members in this. And I was like, I don't know even how many of those I had. I had over 600 former clients.
Oh my God.
600 former clients in 3 years, 200 clients a year. Now, I'm not going to lie. I sat there for a minute and I was like, oh my God, what am I doing? I have had 600 people come to my facility, say, this is great, and then left. What can I do with that? And that, I think, Mike, is where you're going with this. One of the best things that you can do, and I'm just going to throw this out there, right? If you've heard me talk about this, listen, most people who quit your facility, it doesn't matter if it's jujitsu or if it's CrossFit or if it's yoga or something like that. They leave because of injury, schedules, finances, or pregnancy, right? Those are the 4 top reasons. Or they move away, which is, hey, nothing you can do about that. Most people, and pardon my French, don't leave because you're an asshole, right? They leave because of one of those other reasons. So they're already members of your community. You just need to re-engage them. And one of the fastest things you can do is just reach out to them. And Mike, I think we've got some, bam, look at that. Reactivation framework right there, right? This is a great thing. I recommend click on this. It's just a little PDF, download this thing. And listen, I'm not saying that you're going to take 600 people and you're going to bring back 500 people. That's not what I'm saying. But 1% of those 600 people is what? 6? No. Yeah, 6. Is it 6? 6 people, yep. Right? 1%. If you can convert 1%, math isn't my strong suit. Whatever. Leave me alone. Right? If you can convert 1% of those people, 6 people came back in by sending a couple emails and text messages. Easy. The best part is if you can really figure out some messaging, 2%, 3%, right? Then you get consistent with it. Start doing it on a regular basis. That's when you can really start to multiply this. I've seen and this is real quick before we move on. I saw one gym. They had been open. They had about 1,000 former clients, and they sent out a text message. One text message brought back 18 full-time members. Think about what you charge a month. What is that? You're talking like that's a whole different like thousands of dollars in revenue changes. One text message. All right, that's all I got. I could go on and on about this all day long, obviously. Let's keep moving. Yeah, right. So this is the stuff that I like super passionate about. But Mike's gonna go ahead. He's gonna switch screens, share, and he's gonna walk us through a little bit of some of the really cool features that we're coming out with in this new engagement tool.
All right, and we'll circle back on the reactivation too right at the end of this demo to show you how you can do that so easily. So, all right, I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to take a look at the new platform. All right, so let me refresh this. Okay, I can't see the screen. Are we on the website? I can't see if you're nodding or yes or no, Ben. Sorry. Can you give me a verbal cue?
Yes,
you're good. Yes, you're on the website.
Thank you. Yeah, sorry, it's just hard to see on this. Okay. All right. So as part of the new Zen Planner, one of the things that we're going to help with is capturing leads from a variety of sources. So I'm sure if I asked a question in the chat, how many of you capture leads on your website? Probably 99% would say yes. How many of you capture leads from your Instagram, your Facebook, a web chat on your website? How many capture leads from somebody texting your phone number? As you can see here on the website, we have a live web chat. We have your phone number on the website. We also have, if you click on book now, we have your standard opt-in form, right? So one of the great things is no matter what channel you're on, we can capture leads and help you capture leads, and you can communicate with those people in the channels that they're in. I remember at my gym, I used to get a lot of people opting in at like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. I didn't want to text them at that late. I didn't really want to call them, but I would get the notification on my phone that, hey, a new lead has opted in. You better believe the first thing in the morning, I'm going to follow up with them. But you can chat and communicate with those leads in the channels they prefer in. So first part of the new engagement features is a brand spanking new website. We have a half a dozen templates and more coming every single month that can be completely customized to you, your brand, and your community. All right, so what happens when a lead does opt in? Ben?
All right, so lead comes in. And this is one of my favorite things that you can do with the platform is somebody fills out that form and they are automatically going to get a text message from you and your facility reaching out to them, letting them know, hey, Ben, it's Mike from CrossFit Zen Planner. Saw you were interested in checking this out. Let's go, are you, what can I do to help you out with that, right? And I, as the gym owner, right, I got a text message to my phone letting me know that I've got a new lead, right? So there you go. So you can see Mike is, he can literally send a text message right there and it's going to pull up on my phone, right? And I can look at that and be like, oh, okay. And I can respond back to him with everything that's going on right in my platform. So I can literally use my mobile phone, right, to open it up. And I can see that he just said, hey, this is a great webinar. And I can respond like that. And you'll see it populate, boom. And I did that from my phone. So it doesn't matter if I'm on my computer or if I'm on my phone, I can talk to any of my leads, right? Any of my members or any of my former members, all from here. And guess what? Not only does it do text messaging, I can call him too. I can literally call Mike right from my phone and just be like, hey, I want to talk to him. And I can call him from my phone and his phone's going to ring, right? And we can have a conversation just like that. So you can see there, I made a phone call. Mike, I'm not going to talk to you right now on the phone, right? So not only can you, I already hung up on you, Mike, I'm sorry. Right? But not only can we text message everybody, but we can call everybody. And really, to be honest, we're just scratching the surface of the communication that this platform has.
Yep.
Like
Yeah,
Kelly's shaking her head like, yeah, you're just scratching.
Yeah. One thing I want to call out, we were talking a lot about data and understanding the experience that leads go through, right? You can see here over on the right-hand side of the screen, you can see all of the interactions that I had as a contact, right? You see I submitted the demo form a couple weeks back. You can see what pages I visited. You can load more activities. You can see all the things. You can log tasks and notes and schedule appointments directly from the platform and get me in the door. So that's just one small area of the platform, probably the most, in my opinion, one of the most valuable areas. But I want to take you on a tour of a couple of other features that we have inside of the new ZenPlanner. So let's head over to the dashboard real quick. The dashboard is so amazing because you can start to see the full understanding of your sales and marketing program, right? The goal here is to build an engine that consistently delivers leads and helps getting those leads down the funnel so they get into the door, become members, and then once they're a member, we want to create them as a member for life. So this is just some dummy data we have in the system, but you can start to see how you can really understand what is going on, no matter what channel people come into, you know, what tasks you need to do to follow up with people. You can start to see how your leads are coming in from what channels, like Facebook or Instagram or the chat widget. Also sync this up with Google Analytics, look at your reporting, look at your profile, et cetera, et cetera. So another great, really cool experience. And then the last thing I want to show you is something Kelly mentioned, which is our social planner. So I think social planner is such a cool tool. Let me just click in here. Oh, I was already there. Okay. So we were talking about leveraging AI. So artificial intelligence or AI solutions are all throughout these new feature sets. So you can write a blog post, you can write social media copy, you can write email copy, all of that stuff, and have it assist you in building the content that you want to send your members, right? I know how busy it is day in and day out. You may get in the gym at 5 o'clock and not get home till 8 or 9 o'clock at night. So if we could help pre-plan and pre-execute, you know, different communications, then all of a sudden it starts to free up your time. So you're not scrambling on Sunday night, or I think, Ben, you shared one time, when did you do your social post?
Yeah, we would set up like our whole social calendar, but a lot of times would be like, all right, hey, we're going to like schedule these, try to figure out the best time to post them. When it was right after lunch, right? Everybody would be after lunch and they would be on their phones scrolling and they're like, hey, that's the best time to post things.
Yep. So let me just show you real quick the social planner. So if we open up the planner, you can see I already have a few pre-scheduled. But let's say I want to schedule something for Thursday, the 26th, right? And I'll just pick my little social account here. I can create directly in the platform. Super cool. But what if I'm kind of struggling for the words? What if I'm just exhausted and I'm doing this planning? Or maybe I want to give this to a staff member to handle. You can leverage Content AI, and let's just say I'm going to have let's say a weightlifting seminar on Saturday, right? And I'll just use that same copy here. And I think that's the 20, I think it's the 27th, is that Saturday. And now I want to, you know, do a couple of things. Like I want this to be very casual. Maybe I want, you know, 2 variants of this, short copy, and then we'll just say weightlifting as a keyword. And I'll do seminars, another keyword. I'm gonna hit this generate button. And within seconds, I have some copy, all AI written. Hey, this looks pretty good. I like this one. Maybe I want to adjust it. I just copy it over. And then maybe I want to say, instead of fitness enthusiasts, I'm going to say, hey, you know, gym members or something like that, right? Cool. Now we have social proof. All right, we'll hit continue. And then I can go out and I can hit post. I can schedule it. I can schedule it for approval if you have staff members, even make this reoccurring. So let me go ahead and schedule that. I'll put it on the 26th. And now we have our new post. That's the power of AI. And that's the power of, being able to do this in the system. All right. The last thing I want to show everyone, I'm sure we're getting comments. I just can't see the chat right now. I want to talk to you just a little bit about what is included. So one of the feedback loops that we got when we started demoing and sharing this with customers were, I don't have time to learn all this. It's overwhelming. There's so many different things. Like, how do I build a great lead experience? How do I build a great onboarding experience with my new members? How do I turn members to, just from somebody trying out my gym to a member for life? And then how do I reactivate? So we have this whole thing called workflows, and think of workflows as marketing automations and campaigns to help you keep organized, help be set up for scalability, and to really drive a great experience for your leads, your members. Right? So our system comes pre-built with over 50 expert written campaigns for, think about any type of marketing play you want to run, any type of member engagement play you want to run, any type of revenue stream you want to run. All of this stuff is included in the system as part of the new features, right? And you can see, if you're starting to look on the screen, you can see a bunch of different types of programs like youth or nutrition. All of this stuff is included and super easy to customize. But the feedback we've gotten, this stuff works 80-90% of the way there. So you really don't have to do a whole lot of customization. Any customization that you would do, we actually have it built so you just fill out a little form and it goes and customizes the content for you. So I want to circle back though. We talked about reactivation, right?
Yes.
So we have in our system what Ben told you as a strategy. Hey, let's go ahead and just text all of our former clients and check in on them, right? When you get this system, one of the first things we recommend you to do is exactly that strategy. Go in, we get our former members uploaded into the system, we get our old leads uploaded into the system, and send out one email, send out one text message to reactivate. We have a whole playbook, multiple day touch point with that, but that very first touch point is going to drive significant revenue in your business, significant opportunity. And the ultimate goal is to help gyms thrive, right? And help your members thrive. And so that right there is going to make the investment in these new tools, a no-brainer, in my opinion. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and
I want to just say quickly about those workflows too. As you grow as a gym, it becomes impossible to keep track. It doesn't matter if you're the person coaching all day long, 10 hours a day, you can't possibly keep track of what member it has gone missing for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, or maybe they checked, they just fell off. And so that's also where this comes into play, because we as human beings can't keep track of it, but this automation can keep track of it for us.
Yep. All right, so we're going to take a quick tour of what our new engagement features look like in terms of how we offer that to the market. So Ben, why don't you go ahead and run everybody through what do they get for each of our plans, and we'll talk about getting started.
Yeah, sounds great. So most of you, if you're on this webinar right now, you have our Zen Planner Studio, right? And Zen Planner Studio is the framework that everything is going to kind of hang off of, right? And that is your payment processing, your member management, class scheduling, stuff like that. That is the guts of how we're running our business, right? And that's going to be where, like you said, those in-depth reporting, your how people sign up, where your waivers are held, belt tracking, stuff like that. That is what we have now. Boom, Studio, right? We are going to expand on that package with our Engage platform. So take everything that you have there, right, in Studio, and now we're going to add on this new Engage tool, right? So the Engage package is going to include that website, lead forms, appointment scheduling. You can create any kind of appointments you want. You're going to get to the blogs, two-way text messaging, right? You're going to have that that chat widget on your website, that Google My Business messaging and call tracking, stuff like that, the ability to call people, lead tracking. You're going to get all that. You're going to have a mobile app for it. You're going to have all of this ability to communicate and to market, individually to your members, websites, communication, all that. This is a really good setup. It's not super expensive. It is an add-on, right? To add all these features to your studio. It is an additional price. It's not a ton. It gives you that website and all that stuff. And this is a good start. If you're like, hey, I want to start working on putting things together, this is a good start. To be 100% honest, though, the next package, the ultimate package, that is where 100%, almost everybody that signs up, this is what they sign up for, because this is how to do it. So this is going to include all that pre-written content that Mike was talking about. It's going to make sure that you've got good email verification. You're going to have the email templates and SMS templates, stuff like that. You're going to be able to set triggers up. Hey, if they click on this, do this, right? You're going to get a lot better dashboard reporting on where your lead funnels are, where people are coming in from. The social media planner, one of the things I think is one of the most important things that you can use this tool for, social media planner is going to be in that ultimate, right? So if you want to make sure that you're posting your Instagrams and your Facebooks and your TikToks and all that stuff at the same time, you're going to do it through that. Plus, and it's not here, but all of those AI tools are going to be in the ultimate package, right? That's why the ultimate package is really why we called it the ultimate package, because it is the ultimate package, right? And I don't mean like the Ultimate Warrior for those of us that have been around for a long time, but it's phenomenal. I recommend to everybody, hey, go with this. If later down the road you're like, I don't need all this, I'm not getting the help, I'm not getting what I see out of it, you know what? That's fine. Let us walk you through it. Because to be honest, listen, I'm actually at a conference right now for a tool that we've had for months that we're not using well, right? And I'm like, oh, look at all the cool stuff we can do from it. So ask us to come in and help. Hey, are you getting the most out of this? But if it's not what you need, you can always downgrade. You can upgrade later. But why, if you're trying to win a race, why would you start the first half on your hands and knees, right? So those are really like the big differences in these three packages. All of you guys right now have that studio package. These are additional prices, right? So you can sign up today for the Engage package for an additional $99, right? That's the website, texting, all that stuff, super simple, right? Or the ultimate package where you're going to get that pre-written content, all of that stuff. It's an additional $199. These are discounted prices that are going to be discounted till March 1st. Where it's a $50 discount on both those packages. It's a little bit more to get so much. I mean, being able to take your website, all of your text messaging, all of your Instagram, I mean, the DM functionality of this thing for Instagram, like, is killer for me. But putting all that into one single system that automatically communicates to your Zen Planner Studio, right? That back and forth communication, it's a no-brainer. So super, super simple.
Yeah.
Yes.
To what
Go ahead, Kelly.
then too, I mean, there was a period of time, and I'm sure you guys can attest to this in my own facility, where all the fees for all the different pieces of software. At one point, I was upward like $800, $900 a month on like everything between website, marketing, point of sale. So to bring it all together, to house it under one nice little package is very nice.
Yep. And I just dropped it in the chat. If you guys want to see more about the features, the functionality, or just take a quick, a little more in-depth tour, I only spent maybe 5 minutes showing you a couple areas of the platform. Mm-hmm. It's so much more robust. There's a link should be on your screen to either book a demo, or if you're ready to get started, there's a button there for that. One thing I want to share with everyone is we're going to walk you through this. Our implementation team is here to assist you, and they're going to walk you through on getting this all set up. Now, the way we have it built out, you can get started today and start using this thing today. That's how easy it is to get up and running. But typically, we usually, from the day you sign up to your first session with the team members, a day or two. So check that out. Take a look at that. We're going to go ahead and pause right here just to look at some of the questions in the chat so we can address. And then we have one really cool, actually a couple of cool things we want to share with you in just a few minutes. Yeah, Ben's really excited. So, all right, let's take a look and take a tour of what's going on. I know we've got some questions while we were talking.
Yeah, I answered a couple of them real quick, just as we've been going through and answering, trying to do my best to stay on top of some of these guys. The integration between Ultimate and Engage, very similar to the UpLaunch integration, if not progressing even further and faster. So really excited. It should be basically a one-to-one swap for right now, with more things on the horizon literally coming out. There's numerous benchmarks that are set up. They're like, hey, we want to make this even better than anything we've ever had before. John, I just answered what social media platforms. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah. Let me just run through the chat. So Javier said, perfect timing. My contract with my old web host provider expires this month. Javier, what do you pay for that web service? On the last time we were talking with someone, they told us they were paying $300 a month for their website, which blew my mind. All right, and then Haas, he asked, how's the integration work between Studio and Engage Ultimate? Yeah, so just to drill that just a little bit deeper, it's two-way sync between your leads and your members. And what's really cool and something really unique is depending on what plan or package or membership or program they're on, that data also syncs between the two, and you can customize the experiences for those individuals. So whether they're, let's say they're a member in your core offering, but maybe they're a lead for personal training or a lead for nutrition coaching or something like that, you can have people multiple experiences at the same time, and you see all that data. And it's one click to get between both solutions. All right, so we talked about social platforms. Susan says, just since September 28th, got a whole slew of junk inquiries leads. With the expansion of lead capture management, what are you doing to protect against Roblox flooding our lead capture tools? Susan, that's a great question. There's a number of things you can do, right? There's ways to put things like a CAPTCHA on there, or do a multi-step experience where you can just qualify that lead before the lead ever gets into your database and waste your time, right? So that's something our team can help out with setting up. So we've seen that before. I've had that happen on my website before. And there's a lot of different strategies to work through that. You know, we see some gyms even have people required to pay before they book their first visit. I don't recommend that if you're getting, if you're really trying to grow, but if maybe your facility's full and you need to gatekeep a little bit of, from those. So lots of options there. Been consulting on that for a long time. So Gareth asked, can we show what the app looks like and how it works? We may not have time today to do that, but let's see how we are. I know we're coming up on towards the end of the session, but we'll circle back on that, Gareth. If not, I highly recommend scheduling some time with Ben or his team. Yeah. Let's see. Taylor asked, can we do AI without fully upgrading? Taylor, AI is reserved for the Ultimate package at this point. So, Susan asks, if I'm already invested in UpLaunch, and would it make sense for me to go with Engage or Ultimate or stick with Studio? Susan, we're recommending migrating your UpLaunch account into Engage and Ultimate, and you'll probably even save a few bucks in the process. So, is the cost per month? Yes, the cost is per month. There's additional support needed to run this product. So yeah, the fee is per month. Let's see. What's the total price for everything? Is the price guaranteed? Ben, you want to answer that one?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
What is the total price for everything? And is the price guaranteed?
Yeah, so great question. So the Engage platform for Engage, that's $99 a month. Normally it would be $149. We're discounting that $50 a month until March 1st. After that, it would go to $149. The Ultimate package is $249 with a $50 discount till March 1st. So it's $199 to sign up. And and then from there it goes to $249. And then that would be on top of whatever it is that you're paying for your Zen Planner Studio right now. So the reason I can't give you because Zen Planner Studio is based on membership count, right? And that goes up and down as your members grow and whatnot. So I would have to look at your direct account, but basically you can think whatever you're paying for Zen Planner now, plus, what I would recommend, that $199 to get started with the ultimate package. And then when you're on with the team, you can talk about like, hey, here's where I'm at. Let's talk about all the things that you're signed up for. How can we consolidate some of that to make sure it's a lot easier for you guys?
Yeah. All right. A couple more questions, and we're going to get into showing off a couple more things. Colby says, dropping UpLaunch, integrate my CRM. Yep, that is our recommendation. Obviously, UpLaunch is a part of our ecosystem. But yes, we do recommend switching from UpLaunch to the new platform. Sherlane has a similar question. Ben, I think, can we have the team reach out to Sherlane and look at what's going on with her? So she just upgraded her website with UpLaunch.
Yes.
So we can get that all taken care of for you. Ben's team will reach out on that one. Let's see. Answer some questions. The system does a lot, but can't do everything. Is there a Zapier integration? Yes, there is. There's a Zapier integration. There's actually a number of integrations we didn't cover today, but Zapier is one of those. John asks, how does the UI and the new ZP feel for editing funnels, emails, things like that? John, I'll tell you what, we have been working on this thing for at least 6 months now. Super easy. It's if you know the email builder in UpLaunch, the email builder in here is very similar. Building the website, customizing the website, building funnels, drag and drop. But you can get custom coding if you want to do that. But yeah, super easy. It's as easy as other platforms out there. I've built probably 30, 40 pages in the platform myself, and did that with speed. So Glenn Ann said, oh, we got to go, don't we, Ben?
Yeah, we got it. Mike, let's go ahead, because I really want to get into this other stuff, guys. And because really, it's not just one more thing, right? Like there are numerous things that are coming out, and let's talk about these things. Man, so first and foremost, custom branded app. In literally the next 3-4 weeks. In fact, you know what? Let me ask a question real quick. Who would be interested in a custom branded app, right? Do we have, boom, let me share that right now. And just drop in there. Yes, you're interested in a custom branded app, or no, you're not, right? If you're not, I'd love to hear why not. But what this means is your members could come in and then, hey, I want to sign up for your gym. Awesome. Hey, go download the NC Fit San Marcos app. Go download the CrossFit Double Barrel app, the CrossFit Como app, the, I don't know a good name for a yoga studio. I'll have to come up with that one. But you can just download those, right? All right, so we've got that. Another thing that's coming out very shortly here is infrastructure fees. And what does that mean? This becomes a way to save money on payment processing, right? It basically allows you to change what your members are being charged, and then it will save you guys money on how much you're getting charged for payment processing. It's not for everybody, but it is an option that we want to be out there for you guys, right? A lot of people are moving to this model, and we want to make sure that it's available for you. The other thing in Zen Academy, this is something that, to be honest, like I think is maybe going to be one of the biggest game changers in what we're doing. Kelly's shaking her head because she knows exactly what I'm talking about. This is, think about all of the knowledge that Mike has, that Kelly has, that I have, that we have learned over 15 years of helping our clients and customers, and take all of the knowledge that we have and put it into a place for you guys, for your member, for your staff, and for you as owners to come in and learn all of that stuff. Here is an entire section on marketing. Here's an entire section on best practices within Zen Planner. Here's an entire section on social media. All of that information at your fingertips that you guys can go through, and there'll be videos and documents and all this in there to help you guys grow and win, right? Think about all the information that 99% of those coaching programs out there offer. in one single spot that's just free for you guys to use because you're members and you guys use Zenplanner, right? It's
And Ben, let me jump in. It's not just
go
us.
ahead.
Maybe I've probably implemented somewhere around 750 to 1,000 gyms over the last 6-7 years. It's not just the info we know. It's our partners. It's the people in the industry that we have relationships with. They're going to be contributing content in there as well, and it's going to be updated almost on a monthly basis. So we'll be opening that up really, really soon. And Kelly is kind of spearheading all the effort there. So, at our company, we have, I don't know, Ben, there's probably 20 people that have either owned or operated a facility of all types, whether it's martial arts, jiu-jitsu, CrossFit, yoga. We have a lot of expertise. So we're going to start there, but start bringing in partners and people in the industry, well-known names that you'd recognize to help share that. It's probably one of my favorite projects we've been working on, to be honest, because it's what I wanted when I started my gym all those years ago. So, all right. And then the last thing is, we're just trying to get better with support. We know we have a lot of options. You have email, you have chat, you have phone, but we're looking at ways, can we make this support experience better? Can we make the experience in our platform better? So we're looking at a lot of different options to help you, teach your staff on how to use the system better and more proactive. So that kind of goes along with Zen Academy, but we're just looking for, we're going to be introducing new opportunities for support and also looking at extending hours as well. So, all right. I know that was a lot, and we're at 57 minutes into our call. And I'm excited about the custom branded app because that's been one of our biggest requested features we've ever had. And we are just at the finish line. I can see it. That's coming super soon. But I think we are here. We got a few more minutes. I'll stay on a little bit past the top of the hour for some questions, probably in 5 or 10 more minutes. But if you have questions, feel free to ask in the chat. Ben and I'll be here to help answer. I think Kelly's having major connectivity issues, but that's all right. We'll take care of it.
So here, I'm just going to run through a couple of these questions real quick, Mike, if you're all right with that.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So, Sean, there is an additional charge. So you get a credit with your Engage and your Ultimate system. There are differences in the credits depending on what tier you go with. The Ultimate's got a $25 credit. I think each additional text message comes out to I think it's 2 cents a segment. Is that right, Mike?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So super, super cheap. Let's see. Nicole asked, how often do you have webinars? To be honest, Nicole, we try to do webinars at least every 6 months where we can readdress the state of the ZP Nation. This is our second one for the year where we're going over things that are coming out. You'll probably expect to see one probably around March or something like that. And we're going to try and do more things along with hey, how do we use these platforms better? How do we having people come in? This year's been a big change in how we're really trying to roll all these features out. So we've been focused on that. But in the past, we've had everybody from, games athletes in the CrossFit space to tax representatives, and digital marketing people, product owners, stuff like that. We've had all kinds of people on our webinars in the past. So always try and keep an eye on that stuff in your inbox and make sure that, if we do have another one, that you guys get an opportunity to check it out. Scott asked a quick question. Zenplanner Studio and Ultimate, will they be billed together? They are billed separately currently. We are trying to work out a way to make that all happen on a single line item, but that'll be working. We're working on that. And then can I have my own phone number? If you already have a number that is a Twilio-based number, something that you got from a product or a software that you signed up for, good likelihood you can port that number over into our system. If you wanted to pick a number, we will actually normally assign a number based on your local area. So we'll put in, hey, here's where you're at. We try to find a local number for you guys to use. it's really hard to pick a number because there's not a lot of options sometimes. So we try to do our best with numbers that work the best for you. Garth, does a custom app sync SugarWOD and ZenPlanner into one place? So not at this moment. The custom app would be basically if you take your member app of ZenPlanner currently, right, and you were to able to kind of give it a facelift and make it look pretty with all of your information on there, your branding, your apps, your pictures and stuff like that, that would be the current what's coming out for member or for our custom branded apps. There will be some improvements over that over time, but that's where we're moving to. That's the first step, right? Let's see, Facebook Messenger, Instagram, all feeds straight into ZP and automation start. And the automation start, this would be the place like the buffer. Yeah. So Glenn, when somebody can message your, like somebody sends you an Instagram DM, you can set up an automation to follow up with them. That may not necessarily put them directly into your ZenPlanner system, your studio account, because we may not have all their information yet. So we want to collect first name, last name, Instagram, or first name, last name, phone number, email to put that into your ZenPlanner studio. We don't want to put, Hot Rod Kid, 420, whatever is their Instagram handle in there as a person.
Yeah. Yeah, let me jump into. I do want to talk about automation. Ben and I have been in the market automation space for a long time. We experimented this with our gyms back in the mid-teen, 20 teens. Our view on automation is what we call assisted automation. You don't want it to replace building that relationship, but you want it to assist that. I see a lot of stuff out in the market where people are talking about how can I build a ChatGPT bot to auto schedule appointments. Can you do that in our platform? 100%. We didn't mention it today, but we have a thing called Conversation AI, where it literally can engage with your leads or your members and help navigate that on your behalf. I'm not sure if that's the right thing to do, right? It's possible. If you were getting hundreds of leads a day, you probably need to do something like that. Otherwise, you would have to have a staff of 20 people, right? Or maybe not 20, 5 to 10, right? So there are tons of really cool things you can do with AI. But, the types of gyms that use ZenPlanner, the size of gyms, building that relationship is really important, and leverage AI to help you scale and grow. All right, so I'm just kind of looking through some more questions. I saw a couple questions about ClassPass. We do not have a current integration with ClassPass, although I know that's something our partners team has taken a look at. So I will let them know. We had a couple of questions about that on the webinar. So we usually give all this feedback to the respective teams. So more to come on that one. We talked about the up launch porting the number over. Are there any integrations that could help replace an app or workouts? Our recommendation is SugarWOD. It's part of our company. SugarWOD is an amazing platform. So much you can do with it. The integration's awesome and keeps getting better every year. So we always recommend SugarWOD. Let's see. Will the custom branded app be included with Zen Studio? Ben, you want to address that one?
With a custom, so it will. That is a great question. Custom branded app would be an additional cost. We're still trying to figure out what that would be. It would be basically, hey, there's the, if there's, we don't even know if there's going to be a setup fee for that stuff yet. You will have to pay Apple and Google so Android and Apple to have your app registered. That is a thing for all apps. But custom branded app, it will not be very expensive. It'll probably be less than you pay for Studio as a whole, but it'll be there just as you guys want to use it. There's not going to be any contracts with it as far as I know. We will literally just be, hey, we built this out for you. It will probably take 3 to 4 weeks to get the whole thing launched, just based on how much time it takes for us to get it. And it's really not us. We can build it pretty fast. It's getting it approved in the Apple Play stores and the Google stores and stuff like that. So that's what really slows everything down. But it will not be a very expensive addition to your studio. So.
Yeah. Jesse asked a really good question. Let me address that one. Are there plans for franchise locations to be able to integrate members from different locations? Jesse, we have been working on multi-location functionality behind the scenes for all of this year. So there's a lot of solutions that we've built, and I believe what you're asking about is either set up now, Ben, or it's coming very, very soon. So
Very soon.
I think that's an opportunity for maybe we need to reach out to you. Jesse, let us know if you could let us know in the chat which gym you're from. I believe, were you the basketball training system with 7 locations? Just put that in the chat and I'll make sure we have a member of our team reach out and tell you about all the new stuff that we have for multi-location. So Susan asked, in terms of support, I'd love to have a consistent staff person who has the background and context for my questions and challenges, something I can build a relationship with. Ben, who's that?
Yeah, so you've got a couple different options. So when you're reaching out with like a support ticket, right? It's hard to say that you're going to have the same person. We have the same team always working on things, right? And we have visibility to make sure that when you have a ticket, hey, we can see all the other tickets and stuff that you've had, any kind of issues or stuff like that in the past. When you need help with like how to do things, am I using this correctly, stuff like that, we've got a lot of different options, a lot of different team members to help people out. Everything from our client executives, who will be that team that is reaching out to you on a regular basis, every couple of months. Hey, how's everything going? Is there anything I can help with? If you're like, oh yeah, I need some help with this, maybe they set you up with somebody who can give you some additional training on that. Or if you've got a question, hey, how do I do this better? They can answer it. Hey, I've been having a support ticket. Hey, let me get a ticket submitted for you, or see where that ticket's at. Right. So those client executives will be able to help you kind of go hand in hand, and you can always reach out to them. You've always got our support features to reach out, email, chat, anything like that. You can reach out and just say, or call, right? It's a big one too. You can always do that. And we can see when you call in who you've talked to in the past and stuff like that. It's really hard to make sure, like, to be honest, if you called in and you wanted to talk to somebody, the same person all the time, if they're on with another customer, you might be on hold for 15, 20, 60 minutes. And that wouldn't be a good example. So we want to make sure we get you as much help as possible, as fast as possible.
Pedro asked a question, could I have someone guiding me through the whole process of applying the changes to our account when we start these changes? Yes, we have what I call assisted onboarding, right? Our implementation. So we set up the system to do, make it easy for you to set up. We also have our members of our team that work and walk you through that in 45-minute to an hour sessions. So everybody starts with 2, sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's 4. The other thing we were talking about, Zen Academy, we have a whole online training course now that goes into pretty detailed, where you can do some self-studying guidance there as well. So that's also available as part of the engagement features. So we'll be there, right, lockstep with you. Like we say, no lead left behind. We same experience when we have our customers and our community come online with new features and tools. So Scott asked, are there any options to send clients messages within the app opposed to text and social media? Not at this point, but it is something we have discussed about having an integrated
push notifications,
things like that.
Yeah.
We'll definitely give that feedback though, Scott. Thank you.
I got one more real quick. Cameron, I see here, as what are the additional charges or fees after the upgrade? To be honest, Cameron, so like if you're like, hey, I just want to sign up for Ultimate, you can build your website in there. The only additional fees that you might see is if you were to go over on, so like I said, there's a credit associated with your account for the text messaging, AI usage, all that. If you go over on that usage, you would see an additional charge. It's very, very minimal. And to be honest, like I tell this to people, they're like, oh, you're going to charge me 2 cents for a text message. I'm like, yeah, well, you send a text message. If you send 100 text messages, and you spent, what's 100? Is it $2?
$2.
Right? $2. You spent $2 and it helped you sign somebody up. Find me that machine all day long, right? And I will use that all day long. Hey, $2 to sign up a new member, deal. So There is a minimal upcharge, or not upcharge, but additional fees if you go over what the normal usage is. But it's not something that I would consider to be like, you're not going to see I don't want to say that. Like, if you sent a bazillion text messages, you would see an increased bill.
Yeah,
So.
and just for transparency, we get charged for every message that goes out of the system.
Yeah.
Whether that's email, text message, a phone call, etc. Like, so I can tell you from the last couple of years, I think it's this is kind of a guess, but about 80% of the people never go over the amount of the credit. But if you need to, maybe you're running a big promotion for the summer or the winter or New Year's, you might have a month or two throughout the year where you go over. But typically we see it's $10 here, $15 there. It's not a significant amount if it's driving revenue.
Yep.
So, okay. Just peeking through. It looks like we still have a bunch of people on the call. So I know, Ben, you probably got to jump because you're at a conference.
Do.
And I have like 4 more minutes before I need to absolutely jump. So Ben, if you want to hop off, you're more than welcome. I'm happy to answer any other questions.
Cool. Hey, if anybody, I will reach anybody that I said, hey, I'll have somebody reach out to you. I will get a transcript of this chat and I will go through that line by line and make sure that you guys get reached out to. If you have any questions for me, feel free to reach out to me. It's ben.timm, Timm, at zenplanner.com. All right. And I'll drop it in the chat here real quick. If you've got any questions at all, please just reach out and I can help push you in the right direction if need be, or find the answers that you're looking for. So, all right, guys, you guys have a great day. Thanks so much for coming, and I'll talk to you guys later. Later, Mike.
Thanks, Ben. Colby, you said, is scheduling a demo how I sign up? Colby, there's 2 options. You're more than welcome to schedule time with our team, and they'll go into it more detailed. If you liked what you heard from Ben and I today, there's a link I'll drop in the chat that has a just scroll to the bottom. I'm going to post that in the chat. You just scroll to the bottom of that page. You can upgrade. Just click on the upgrade now, and it'll get you all set up. And our team will reach out to get your first onboarding session scheduled. So, all right. I'm just peeking through if there's any more questions we may have missed. Otherwise, looks like some people are starting to drop off. I just want to say thank you to everyone for spending the time with us. I know it's hard to get away from the day-to-day experience of running your business, but the work you all are doing is just incredible, changing people's lives. That's why I came over to Zen Planner and SugarWOD, is I wanted to be able to help impact that. I had my gym for 10 years, just sold it last year, and we had thousands of people come through. It's such a amazing experience. So cool. Let's see. A couple questions. Colby, yeah, we've been waiting for years. Yeah, we're so excited. We can't keep telling everybody, keep putting it out there. You see the link, it's in your studio account directly to the engagement tools. So yeah, it's been a lot of work, a lot of late nights, but we're here and we're so excited. Gareth, your question, will this switch up launch straight to the ultimate? Can you ask that question again, Gareth? I'm not exactly sure what you're looking for there. So John, yeah, we're excited to have your for a demo next week. Yeah, our team is really pumped. We've had a ton of interest in this since we launched the new icon inside the Zen Planner app. So we're just so excited to be bringing this to our Zen Planner community. Richard, do you have a question? Richard, I'm going to take that case number and follow up for you. I want to see what's going on, and we'll get a response to you as soon as possible. Oh, okay, Garrett, I understand now. Garrett, if you go ahead and upgrade, it's going to upgrade and add, it's going to add the ultimate plan to your package. And then what we do if you're currently on UpLaunch is we allow you to you'll have both accounts together, but we won't charge you for up lunch moving forward. So that'll give you and us some time to help migrate things from up lunch over to the ultimate plan. So all you have to do is register, and when I see your name come through, I'll ping the team that handles that, and we'll make sure we get your account squared away. Yep. Richard, I'm just copying your case number, and I'm sending a Slack message right now. So. Okay. Let's see. Susan, yeah, Ben and I have been here. We actually came over when Up Launch was acquired back in 2020. So yeah, we love it here. It's a lot of fun. When you do you work and it's meaningful work, and it's making an impact on people's lives, it's pretty easy to get up every day and do this. Linda is still with ZenPlanner. Yep. I just saw her a couple months ago in person, but talked to her almost every week for sure. So, Brian City. I'm not sure if Brian is still here. I don't recognize that name. So, yep, yeah, Linda onboarded. Yeah, Linda's amazing. She's one of my favorites. Yeah, we have our onboarding team is phenomenal people. Sean, up launch migration, does it sync the campaign steps? Unfortunately, it will not sync the campaign steps of what you currently have, but we do have a process to help you manage that. We feel the most important is with the members and where they're at, so we can help you navigate that, and also any like active leads. People have been leads in your system for the last few weeks. So, but yeah, we have a whole process on how to navigate that. The onboarding team will walk you through. Yep, Linda is the best. Yeah, Mama. We call her Mama Linda internally. So I'll make sure to share these notes with her. That's fantastic. So, all right, y'all. Hey, thanks for sticking on with me. We're so excited to bring in all this new stuff to you. Keep on the lookout. We're trying to get better, improve our communications. As we mentioned earlier, Kelly's now on the team, so that's one big part of her role. So you're going to see a lot more of Kelly moving forward. We're just fired up about all this new stuff, custom branded app, infrastructure fees, the new engagement features, the ultimate plan. And there's still a whole lot more we have coming for next year. And so we'll be doing another webinar similar to this here in a few months. And be on the lookout for just more communications from us. We're really pushing forward on, being better at, sharing all the things that are going on. So appreciate you all. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your Thursday, and we will talk with you soon. See ya.